vXoom Devices is a high-technology solution provider company permanently based in Belgaum, Karnataka. It is engaged in providing integrated new technology solutions and manufacture of electronic, computerized and embedded devices. vXoom and its highly qualified team of engineers is currently working in the most happening domains of access control, advanced digital CCTV video surveillance, enterprise resource processing or ERP, and in the niche segment of intelligent devices that affect the way we live and work. vXoom Devices provides technical support from its Belgaum office to all its installations. SmartQ, a device that provides an integrated solution to eliminate the stress and strain of standing in a line forever. With its simple and user-friendly interface, one of the oldest social concepts of standing in line to wait for your turn is now conveniently reduced to press a button, tear off your token, and take a seat. The basic model of SmartQ consists of a custom-built computerized device with its unique software, which is the heart of the system, developed by a highly qualified team of computer and electronics engineers. A display screen or a monitor, which can display the token number and other statistics calculated by the software. An announcement system with amplified loudspeakers which are fed by an automated voice mechanism. A thermal printer with push-button controls which, when pressed, prints out an appropriate token with the next number in the queue, the date and time of issue, the name of the issuing authority, and a customizable extra line of information. Additional computers can be optionally added to the system via the local area network, depending upon the specific application area. Let us now see how SmartQ can transform your waiting room from a noisy, crowded, frustrated and angry area to this. The user presses the button and prints out a token with his position number in the queue with the date and time of issue and takes a seat nearby and relaxes. The device registers the user in the main system, and the software displays to the queue manager the total number of people waiting to be served along with the status of the users as waiting. When the queue manager has finished serving the current user, he presses Next on his screen. The status of the user in the queue list changes to Served, and the display on the screen changes to the next number in the queue along with a voice announcement in a preferred language and style options.
Token 5, counter 1.
If the called user is not present, the queue manager can optionally skip the user and thereby automatically call the next user in the queue. By default, a skipped user is pushed to the end of the queue and, if needed, can be called by the queue manager upon his discretion by clicking on his token number. When the queue manager finishes serving the user and presses the next button to call another user, the software automatically calculates, records, and displays the following statistics: the total time taken to process that user, the expected waiting time per user based on the average processing time per user so far achieved by the queue manager, and any other statistics specific to the application area and demanded by the customer if it is within the technical feasibility of the system. The system is capable of handling different types of queue variants. Single window, single service, where a single counter will offer a single service to customers.
Token 1, 4.
Multiple window, single service, where many counters will offer a single service to customers.
Token 1, 4, counter 1. Token 1, 5, counter 2.
Multiple window, multiple service, where many counters will offer an assorted mix of multiple services to customers.
Token 1, 4, counter 1. Token 1, 5, counter 2.
Advanced software features. User management. Unlimited users with secured access and different permissions can be created to handle the SmartQ at various levels. For example, a separate user can be created to handle just the token printer and the service selection screen without access to anything else. Token carryover. With the queue manager's discretion, the previous day's tokens can be carried over to the next day. In such a case, the display and the announcement will give priority to the previous day's tokens and then to the current day's tokens. If the customer is not present when called, then the token will be pushed to the end of the queue. Stop token. This option can be exercised if the queue manager feels that the queue is already too long to be served on the same day. He can take the decision based on the following statistics provided by the SmartQ: the average processing time calculation and the length of the waiting queue. Stop token can save the customers from unnecessary waiting time and frustration. In addition, audio or the display can be selectively disabled as per the requirements. Unlimited windows and services can be configured, thereby eliminating the risks of system overflow. Additional PCs can be added to the system without having to purchase multiple copies of the software or having to install any special software, making it a multi-user system at all times. Only a LAN connection is required to connect to the base unit. The multiple displays feature allows the customer to add multiple display screens to the system at various different locations, each working independent of one another. Also, there is a provision to configure the individual screens to show information pertaining to only one counter or a set of services. Unlimited reports can be generated as per the customer requirements. The token print layout and the text can be customized to suit user requirements. The token printer can be scheduled to print tokens only at preset time intervals or as per required schedules. It can also be disabled or enabled, depending on the requirements dictated by the length of the queue and the processing time required or estimated. Cashbox is a mind-blowing feature with the ability to enter financial transactions against the token numbers in order to tally cash at the end of the day. The opening fund balance can be entered against every counter, which will help to tally the cash against every change and shift. Cash can be added at the beginning or the end of a shift or withdrawn. Correct balance available at the counter is maintained by the system. After every token serviced, the payment due from that token is entered, cash received is entered, change due to be given back is calculated, and the balance is updated after confirmation. Individual token history can be seen with details of when called, serviced, or skipped, along with the cash transactions in full. Periodically, cash can be secured away from the counters and the balance carried forward, thereby increasing the safety of the cash being handled. Truly, a simple, unique, and modern solution to two of the biggest challenges that is faced by all of us, the queue and the money. SmartQ will be a continuously improving solution. Even then, the early buyers will not be at risk of their system becoming obsolete. Upgrades, both free and paid, shall be periodically available to all as and when developed. Remote software updates can be applied to all existing installations via the internet. Complete remote management of the SmartQ system is possible via the internet, thereby ensuring 100% software support and service without having to be on site. The system can also be viewed and monitored remotely from anywhere in the world over the internet, provided that the system has been connected to it on the site. Optional features coming up in the future variants of SmartQ. The system can SMS the queue manager at preset times or when the queue has reached a particular length, even when the manager is not in place to serve. In fact, the queue can be queried by both the customer as well as the queue manager through the SMS or the internet. The user can remotely confirm his estimated wait time, or the manager can check his queue length remotely. The system can SMS or email the customer or the manager any configured parameter of perceived significance. One variant will be designed to handle appointment mode and will have a built-in calendar and scheduler, making it invaluable to someone like, say, doctors. The appointments can be booked through SMS or the internet, where both manual intervention type as well as automatic booking can be enabled. Online booking of the queue will also be possible. A touch screen or a screen with a mouse can be optionally integrated with the printer to provide selection of services at the time of issuing the tokens. Infotainment, music, complete television channel receptions, news and sports updates through the internet can be provided on the display monitor, thereby keeping the waiting user entertained and informed, and at the same time increasing his patience level. Business intelligence will contain features to assist the manager to decide how many counters to open in order to handle a day's queue efficiently, or to predict, forecast, or plan for counter allocations, service allocations, etc. by collecting inputs like estimated queue size, desired processing time per customer, or the number of counters that can be opened on a particular day. Advertisement revenue. The display screen can be used to scroll and also intermittently show video advertisements on commercially viable profit-sharing basis with vXoom. None of this will affect the queue management process at any time. In fact, the advertisement management can even be managed remotely. Now, the SmartQ customer can actually earn additional income with some focused niche marketing of consumer products. SmartQ is a first-of-its-kind integrated solution, and vXoom has filed for a patent to protect its intellectual property rights. SmartQ, smarter living for a smarter generation, from vXoom Devices, taking technology to the people.